That's the camera. I just left the microphone in the camera. I see these videos on YouTube all the time of mine, and it's on YouTube, I swear to God.
What started as a petty fight between two teenage girls was over in less than a minute. The confrontation should have been a completely forgettable occurrence, the kind of thing that burns hot and then disappears. But in a matter of moments, a line was crossed that could never be uncrossed, because when it was over, only one of them would make it through the night. Syanna Puryear-Tucker wouldn't make it, and Lola Luna was the one who had to explain why. For today's case, we're going to Bremerton, Washington, a beautiful city just a short ferry ride from downtown Seattle, famous for its historic naval and maritime heritage. Syanna was 17 years old, with her whole life still in front of her. She was a young mother with a newborn, friends, family, a future that, up until that point, was still being written. Lola Luna was 16 years old at the time, and, by most accounts, her life looked like a typical teenager's. School, friends, social media. But a lot of what led up to that day didn't happen in person. It happened online. Lola and Syanna had never actually met face-to-face before the fight. Their connection, like a lot of teenage conflicts, was built through social media. In August of 2020, Lola ran up on another girl named Holly and started a fight with her because Holly was hanging out with Lola's ex, who she still had feelings for. Like many fights in today's day and age, it was recorded and posted online. 6 months later, Syanna wanted to fight Lola because she heard that Lola was speaking negatively about her and her child. Lola, however, had a reputation for fighting people she believed were weaker than her, while avoiding those she thought could overpower her. That is when Syanna came up with a plan to have Holly obtain Lola's address under the pretense that Holly and Lola were going to fight. However, Syanna arrived at Lola's home with several friends and her infant in the vehicle. Catherine, the driver, Syanna's baby, and the two friends, Holly and Anna, who were on FaceTime, remained in the vehicle during the incident. The confrontation turned physical almost immediately. After the fight, Lola went inside to rid herself of the blood, while Syanna was driven to an urgent care. While evidence was being tampered with at the Luna residence, police showed up to arrest her and take her down to the station for questioning. What followed would become the center of the case. Was it self-defense or something more? We'll begin with the never-before-seen interrogation of Holly, one of the girls on FaceTime with Syanna during the incident. In her interview, Holly helps describe the months leading up to Syanna's death as well as the crucial moments right before it happened from Syanna's perspective.
I only know Lola because I became friends with her ex, and she didn't like that, and she wanted to fight me for it. And I went to the mall with a few of my friends, and we were just hanging out. And then I seen Lola, and I left the mall, like I walked away, like out of the mall. And I ended up having to come back, and then Lola came behind me and like started pushing me. I have the video, and she just started fighting me, and I didn't want to fight her or anything.
What was your next interaction with Lola?
She started posting TikToks about me and my friend group. So some famous person made a diss track, and a TikTok trend started where like if you don't like that person or like you get into an argument and have drama with that person, you'd get a picture of them and like green screen it onto the TikTok and then like say the lyrics.
You wanna talk shit, bitch? Let's talk about your body count. You stink on your body out. Tryna hang with the kid, I'm the life of the party now. Your sister look up to me. Bitch, you can't rap and you really not touching me. Just like a version of bitch, can I fuck with me? I ain't never been pussy, bitch, you know what's up with me. Why this bitch wanna pop shit? We was just cool, now this bitch wanna act like an op bitch.
Okay, so do you have any messages between you and Lola on Snapchat?
We got into an argument because she thought I wanted to fight her again.
What? Tell me about that.
I don't remember when this was, but we got into an argument because she texted me and she was like, "Are you trying to fight me and Cheyenne?" Which was her friend at the time, but they're not friends anymore. She was like, "Are you trying to fight me and Cheyenne?" And I was like, no, I don't like fighting. I'm not that type of person. I don't like it. And she was like, oh, well, I'm hearing that you're trying to fight. And she just, like, kept egging it on, and I was like, no.
Was it after Christmas break?
No, it was before.
How did you know Syanna?
I started going to my dad's house, and it was my dad's girlfriend's house, and she has a daughter, Anna, and Syanna was Anna's friend. So when I went there, I met Syanna, and the daughter, Anna, both, like, I became really close with, and they were like sisters to me.
So tell me about everything that Syanna knew about you and Lola.
She knew that me and Lola fought, and she was pregnant. She was pregnant at the time with her baby, and so she was like, I didn't tell her. She found out from Anna, and Anna sent her the video. And then I don't really know like why Syanna and Lola had their arguments. I talked to Syanna on Friday, and she said it was because Lola was talking about Syanna's baby and when Syanna went to Texas.
Is Lola kind of a badass?
Like, she'll act like, oh, I'll fight you, I'll fight you, I'll fight you. But, like, if someone wants to fight Lola for whatever reason and Lola knows that she'll get beat up by them, she'll threaten to stab them. And I've seen screenshots on, like, social media of her saying it and everything.
So have you been completely truthful with me today, Holly, about everything?
Yes.
You better fess up.
Syanna called me on Friday.
Okay.
And she was really mad. And she was like, I'm going to fight Lola, I'm going to fight Lola, I'm going to fight Lola. I asked her, I said, Syanna, why are you going to fight her? And she was like, because she was talking about me and my baby, calling my baby stupid and all this stuff. Syanna asked me to get Lola's address, and Syanna was already really mad, and I know Syanna, and she would have gotten Lola's address either way. And so I have Lola's address because Lola wanted me to fight her. And if I could take it back, I would. And I only gave it to Syanna because I didn't know that Lola would do this. I talked to Syanna on Saturday. Me and Anna did. And then we were on the phone when she was on the way to Lola's. And Anna was like trying to talk her out of it. And then she ended up going to Lola's. And Lola was with some dude. And me and Anna were on the phone when they started fighting. And the girl who drove them, I don't know her, I've never heard of her, seen her or anything. The girl who drove them, like, took Syanna's phone and showed us. And then I seen Lola, like, it looked like they were fighting. And then me and Anna got really scared and we were trying to tell Syanna to breathe. And then we both couldn't watch, so we hung up. And then Anna told me that Syanna died.
Okay, so you're FaceTiming with Anna and a group FaceTime with Syanna. So who else was on that FaceTime?
Just me and Anna.
Do you know specifically why I want to talk to you?
Because I was on the phone.
When did you sort of get involved with all this? Was it the day of, the day before?
It was the night before.
On Friday night?
Yeah, when they had called and stuff. Then Saturday morning I woke up, but I didn't hear from them. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I think it was around 12, almost 1 is when they called me and was like, oh, she sent the address. And we all stayed on the phone on her way to Lola's house. Holly said that she had got a message from Lola saying, come to my door. The other girl that was there had got out, and then the other girl that got the car, that picked them up, stayed in the car and had the phone. And so, which we were still on. And I couldn't really see anything from how far they were. And then Syanna went up to, like, the pathway to her door, but she wasn't at her door yet. And then Lola came out, and they were, like a couple feet away from each other. They looked like they were just talking at first. And then I seen a guy that was standing outside, and I asked the girl who that was, but she said she couldn't tell, that it was just some guy. Then I seen them, like, go into, like, get closer or whatever, like they were fighting. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then we were just watching, and, like, I couldn't really see it because it was going blurry and stuff, and she was so far from them. And then all I seen was Syanna walking to the car, and her cheek was, like, really bleeding bad and stuff. And I was freaking out, and I was like, oh, my God. They got to the hospital, and then the phone was left in the back seat, and all I could hear was the baby crying. And then someone had disconnected the call. They had to be lifted to somewhere else, and so that was it.
How long has Syanna wanted to have a fight with Lola?
Syanna's never even talked to me about Lola before this has happened.
Does Syanna get into many fights, or?
She hasn't been in one in a long time. She's been doing good since she had her baby and has been focusing on wanting to go to school and trying to graduate. She asked me, she's like, when are you going to graduate? I'm going to graduate the end of this year.
Okay, because you're 18, right?
Yeah.
Did you get your diploma?
No, not yet.
Okay, when did you stop?
Like a year. It was a little bit after I had my daughter.
Have you ever met Lola before?
Well, I was actually at the mall, and I just seen, like, a whole bunch of people, like, crowding in a certain spot, saying that Lola just ran up, like, behind her and had pulled her and stuff and fought her. And I've never spoke to her until the day of what happened to this with Syanna, because I had messaged and was like, why'd you stab my best friend? But I never got a response or anything because I didn't have her on social media.
Do kids fight a lot today?
Yeah, kinda. I don't know, that's like, there's a conflict, that's usually what people try and
People don't
resolve
just
it by.
talk it out?
No, not really.
And so on Friday night last week, they tell you about the plan to get Lola's address. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah. Then Syanna was just talking to us about normal things.
How did you feel about Syanna wanting to physically fight Lola?
Well, I was surprised because I didn't think that it was going to actually go through. The girl that had the phone said that Lola was on the fence and Syanna was, like, close to her.
Syanna had her pressed up, had Lola up against the fence.
Yeah, like they were up against the fence.
Okay.
And then they just separated. So I hung up. I called her sisters, Elaine and Jade, and then they finally answered. And I told them what happened. And I thought, like, maybe Syanna would have got through it, but...
So you were one of 4 people to be the last ones to see Syanna alive.
Yeah.
And you personally witnessed her murder. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. And on top of it, because being on a phone, they keep trying to say it's like my fault or something, and I keep explaining to them everything that's happened. Because they keep telling me, like, exactly asking me what exactly had happened, and I keep trying to tell them. I never talked to Lola once. I never sent Syanna an address. I never had set up any of this. The day of her candle lighting that they had, a girl had messaged me telling me to not come. And so her sister called me and told me that this girl had came there telling them that Syanna's reason to go fight Lola was for me because I was supposed to fight Lola and I've gotten beat up by her before. So I was like, that's false information that she's giving you. And then Elaine, like, was just talking to me and was like, yeah, I know and everything, I understand and all this stuff. It was just fine and everything. And then she was like, okay, I'll see you tonight. I love you, blah, blah, blah.
Did you go to the vigil?
Yeah.
An unidentified minor was on FaceTime with Lola just before the altercation took place. This interview helps us to describe the crucial moments right before it all happened, except from Lola's perspective inside the house.
So she looked, and then she sees a car pull up, and then a girl came out, and she was like, she called me on her computer, not on her phone. Okay. And I was facing the living room, so I couldn't see anything. Okay. I just saw the living room. And then she looked, and she was, like, panicking, because she could see there was girls in the car. Okay. And then she got scared, and she said something, but I didn't hear it. And then she went outside. I could only hear, like, yelling or something. Okay. Like, leaving.
You didn't see Lola's boyfriend?
Mm-mm.
Could you, once she opened the door on the screen, could you see outside?
No.
So you couldn't see what happened?
Mm-mm.
And what happened once she came back in?
She was like, she was like she was like panicking, I guess you could say. Like she rushed through the door and she was like looking around.
Did she tell you that she stabbed her?
Lola like didn't look at me in the FaceTime. She said I'm bleeding, and I was like, huh?
In your message, you wrote that you saw Lola getting ready to go out. She looked out the door, saw somebody, and then she grabbed a knife.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that Lola went outside. I know that Ty stood in the door and that Dwayne was there too. So she came in and said she was bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened? Was she telling you that she was bleeding, or was she telling somebody else?
I'm not sure who she was telling, but I think she got scared, so she ended the call, and I was like...
Then what did she say right when she came back in?
I think she was just like panicking. She's like... No, I think she was just like panicking, wondering like why there was so much blood on her or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Finally, we will watch Lola's interrogation and get her perspective of what happened that horrifying day. It's important to make sure that Miranda rights are understood fully before beginning an interrogation. We don't normally leave this portion in our edited interrogations, but notice how the detective reads them as quickly as possible in just 30 unedited seconds, without checking in between each right to make sure she understood fully. This may have been a mistake on the detective's part because it became one of the reasons Washington's Supreme Court vacated the murder conviction.
I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. We still have to read these even though everybody hears them on TV all the time. We still have to do it. But you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. In addition, because you're a juvenile, and you're under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense, and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if you're tried as an adult. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever been to the police station before?
Not for anything like this.
What have you been here for before?
Last year around December, me and my mom got into a physical altercation, and I ended up moving in with my biological dad. I was in therapy at the time, and I just started my antidepressants, and so my mind and everything was all really off, and I was in a bad mood, and I think my mom said something to just set me off, and me and her just got into a physical altercation. I ran away, and I ended up in Texas. I ran away from there to move up here again because he beat the shit out of me, and there was a whole CPS case.
So why are we here?
There was this girl, she was talking about, I'm a really chill person. I don't like
You strike me as a chill person.
I don't like getting in fights. I don't like having to do all this and that because I just like to be with my friends, be in my room, I never leave my house. And she was talking mad stuff about my brother. So I saw her at the mall, and me and her got into a physical fight months ago. Me and her were friends again for a while. We weren't like best friends, but like there wasn't any problems. That I apologized to her, she apologized to me, we were cool, drama was settled. Then last night she texted me and she was like, "Where are you at? I want to fight." And I was like, whoa, like we've been through this all before, like I don't want to fight you. So then she texted me again this morning and she was like, "What time are we fighting?" And I was like, you know what, if there's really an issue, everyone in Bremerton knows where I live. I used to be friends with everyone, you know what I mean? Like, everyone knows me. She pulled up to my house. Now, there's a group of girls that live at Cottage Bay that have been trying to jump me and stuff for the longest time because me and an ex-boyfriend, I don't know, I don't talk to them anymore. So I'm prepared all the time for girls trying to jump me at my house just because I'm like, well-known, so everyone knows where I live, da-da-da. And so I see her walk out of her car, and anytime I know there's more than one person coming to fight me, especially at my house, I get really, like, freaked out and stuff. So anywhere, no matter where I go, I always have my pocket knife on me, just as, like, a self-defense thing, like, whatever, cool. This girl comes up to the door, Syanna, I think's her name. Tucket, whatever, I don't know. Syanna has a kid, whatever, I'm not worried about Syanna, she's older than me. And then I was like, don't you have a kid to be taking? Like, why are you at a 16-year-old girl's house trying to fight her? She's like, you beat up my little sister, da-da-da-da. I was like, me and her have been cool for the longest time. And I'm not the best fighter in the world, like, I'm gonna get my ass beat by almost everyone in Bremerton. Like, that's just how it is, I'm not a fighter, whatever. So, she started hitting me. and I wasn't gonna try to like hit her or nothing, but she hit me really hard in my head, and I get really bad anger issues, but I've learned how to like control them, and I kept letting her hit me until I finally just lost it, and I wanted her off of me, and she wasn't getting off of me. I told her to get off of me, and she wasn't doing it, so I stabbed her with my pocket knife.
Okay, so where was your pocket knife?
It was in my pocket.
Was there anybody else involved in the fight?
No,
Just
it was
the two
just
of
me
you?
and her. There was a white girl at the bottom of my steps, but she was just recording it.
Do you know who she is?
No, I've never seen her before.
Was she with Syanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a
White
black
girl.
car full of people.
And you and Syanna were the only ones in the fight. You guys hadn't fought before.
No.
Where did the fight take place?
In my front lawn.
So why did she want to fight you today?
I have no clue. She literally just texted me last night being like, where are you at? Let's fight. I want to fight again. And I was like, what?
Okay.
I was all the way across the bridge. I was like, I'm not going to be home till later.
Or-
Yeah, she was hitting me a few times, like over here, like not in my forehead where this big bump is, but this one was really hard. So that's when I was kind of like stabbed her.
Okay, so that's when you pulled out your knife and you stabbed her. Where did you stab her?
I saw blood. I don't know. I was really mad. I saw blood right here. I saw a hole in her jacket behind her on her shoulder. I just know I was punching and I was just trying to get her off of me and yelling at her and stuff. So I was like swinging like right here on her ribs.
Were you guys standing up?
Yeah. Before she got off me, we were on my fence and I was on, my back was facing towards the fence and she was in front of me and she was punching me.
Okay, and you say on you. Do you mean she was literally on top of you, or?
No, like, so let's say like this was my fence right
Okay.
here. I was standing up against it and she was right in front of me because I wasn't letting myself fall to the ground and she kept swinging.
After the fight, what happened?
I remember I stopped like stabbing her and stopped just trying to fight her. Like I just completely gave up because I was tired. And so she kept hitting me, da-da-da-da-da, and then finally,
Even afterwards?
yeah, and then I just remember I like picked my head up and pulled away, and then I just walked into the house, I don't know.
Okay.
And then I looked at my dad, and there was just blood dripping everywhere, and he was like, what the hell just happened? And I was like, I got no reason to lie, this is what happened. Like,
Okay.
I knew I was going to get in trouble, but I was just like, this is what happened, don't need to lie to anybody.
Did she say anything at the end of the fight?
No.
Did you?
No. I just walked right back into the house and showed my dad my hands.
And what happened to the knife?
I put it on the table. So when you walk through my front door, there's a couch on the right and the kitchen dining room table on the left. I got blood all over my computer, so my dad started cleaning it up, da-da-da. And then...
Where's your computer?
When you walk through the front door,
Yes.
there's a dining room table, which my computer is on because I was FaceTiming my little sister.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to be like, hey, like, if anything happens to me, like, I love you, da-da-da. My dad started cleaning up the blood. I went to my brother's room to be like, what do I do?
Do you know what happened to that knife?
I have no clue.
Did somebody ask you about it yet?
Yeah, they asked me. They kept asking me where the knife was, but I put it on the table, and that was the last time I saw it. I went to the bathroom, changed, and then my brother yelled that the cops were here, and I was like, okay, I'm putting clothes on. Give me a second. And then my dad opened the door and told me to come and talk to them.
So we have the phone with that video on it.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay.
But I just want to be clear that what you're telling me is the whole truth. There's
Yeah.
nobody else involved.
No.
There was no other weapons.
No.
Nobody came to your rescue. Nobody came to her rescue.
No.
None of that
You'll
happened.
see it in the video, too, how I was standing up by my front door and she was standing by the gate, and we were talking, and then she took her right hand and just swung on me.
Where did that first hit you?
Right here.
Did you have your knife out at that point?
I didn't have it out, but I had my hands behind my back, like, ready to get it, because I
Okay.
knew it just was not going to end up good.
Where was it?
It was in my pocket, but I took it out. I didn't unclip it or anything.
Okay.
I was just holding it behind my back
Okay.
in case stuff went crazy, and obviously stuff went crazy. I'm sitting in the police office right now.
When did you take it out of your pocket?
When she was, I could tell she was about to hit me, like, in body language, it's easy to see. Right as soon as she hit me, I flung it open, and I did it.
Okay.
I think I might have held her, like, with her shoulder, trying to get her to stop hitting me or something.
Okay.
I don't really know, but this hand, it was just...
But you think that injury is from your knife in that hand?
Yeah.
Like you cut your own hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
That had to have happened, because there was no way she would have cut my hand.
And she didn't have a knife?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, that makes
there
sense.
was nothing
All right.
she could have done.
And do you know how badly injured the other girl was?
I have no clue.
Okay. You have any beef with this girl?
No, I've never talked to her.
Okay. You've never talked to her?
I think she texted me after the fight with the mall, but I told them I didn't want to fight them because my issue was never with them.
Okay.
Like, if I had an issue with them, I would have texted them and been like, hey, like, why are you saying this? Why did you do this? Da-da-da.
Anything else that you think you need to tell me?
No. I mean, I've pretty much told you everything about the fight and stuff, so.
Okay. Have you been honest with me?
Yes.
I appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, too. I don't know what the status of the other girl is. I know that she went to the hospital. I know that she ended up going to Harborview over in Seattle because of her injuries. I don't know beyond that.
How long am I going to be in this room? I know they're going to transfer me somewhere else, but, like, how long am I going to be in here for?
It's probably going to be a little while. I don't think it's going to be hours.
Okay.
But I can't make a promise because I just don't know. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of all evolving.
Yeah.
All right? I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay?
Thank you.
You got it.
I'm so fucking bad. I am so done. I accepted the fact that I'm going to jail. It's okay. I'm Lola Luna. Low key. I hope it's okay. I didn't mean to spaz out like that. Damn, that's crazy. I really did that. Hopefully you get visitation. Or something. Shit. I'm just gonna eat this cracker. Damn, I'm going to jail. This is funny. I'm gonna die in there. I'm gonna be someone's bitch. The officer out there probably thinks I'm fucking crazy. So I'm just laughing at myself, but whatever. It's commentary.
You know we're still being recorded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have some bad news.
Okay, wait, depends. What's the bad news about?
The bad news is that
if it's about Syanna, I don't want to hear it.
you don't want to hear
Is that bad?
Do you not want to hear it?
How bad is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Okay, then don't tell me. Who's looking at me? I don't want to hear it.
Okay. I told you I'd give you an update when I had one. I have an update, but if you don't want to hear it, I won't tell you.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Do you want to talk to your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? Hey. The detective in front of me right now just told me he had bad news, but I said I did not want to hear it. I don't know. Okay, I just told the detective in front of me, like, what happened. Like, I said that they were texting me and Syanna came up to the house and da-da-da. Okay. 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 I don't know what you mean. I know that she went to the hospital in Seattle. Are you for real? Well, I mean, I'm not. They told me they were. I thought it was the girl I beat up in the mall. No one told me it was going to be Syanna. I know. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how old she was. Yeah. I literally watched her walk up the stairs through the gate. Yeah, I was standing in front of the door. I was looking through the blinds. She's one of the girls that wanted to jump me. I know Syanna because of the girl I beat up in the mall. Okay, can you talk to Bubba and tell him I love him? How is she gonna know, like, about court dates and stuff?
They will contact her when you're booked into the juvenile hall. They'll contact her and talk to her about that.
I'm sorry. I love you too, here. She wants to talk to you.
Okay. Call it. This is Detective Garland. I've got you on speakerphone.
Yes, I just want to make sure that her hand got taken care of.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah, we had, I guess the aid crew came and took a look at it at your house.
They kept asking me if it was broken, but I don't know what a broken bone's supposed to be like, so.
Okay.
She has anxiety in real life normally, so I can imagine this is going to exacerbate it because I told her what happened to that girl.
Okay.
So I just want you guys to be watching her, please.
Okay, I will make sure that when she's booked in that they know about that.
Okay.
She's also made me aware that she was taking some medication and that she wanted to have that medication with her.
It's for the anxiety. It's an antidepressant.
And that's at the house?
Yes.
Okay, and so that's something that we'll be able to get for her.
I love you, Lola Luna.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How long, like, I don't know how to go about getting an attorney or
Okay, are you requesting an attorney?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're requesting an attorney. What that means is that you and I can't talk about the case anymore. Okay? That's the rule.
Okay.
All right? And you've requested an attorney now. It is 5:53. All right, so at this point, I'm not going to talk to you anymore about the case.
Okay. Oh my god, I killed her. I need to be with my brother. I want to see my brother. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I'm gonna go fucking crazy. I'm gonna have to do the time. I'm gonna have to deal with it. It's gonna be the most heartbreaking thing ever. I cannot say any of this. I cannot say it. I could go to jail for life. But it wasn't my fault. I don't know what to do. It's out on so much stuff. Mama.
In early February of 2021, Lola Luna was charged as an adult with second-degree murder. Her bail was set at $100,000, and in June of 2021, she was released on bail. On November 16, 2022, the case went to trial. What the jury would see was a violent and chaotic fight. Evidence suggested Syanna struck Lola 38 times, while Lola responded with 24 sharp force wounds to Syanna's face, neck, chest, arms, and back. During the trial, the defense argued that Syanna's death wasn't solely caused by the stabbing. It pointed to delayed medical treatment, the effects of medical ketamine administered by EMTs, and blood alcohol content. However, there was no indication that she was impaired by illegal drugs during the altercation itself. The state was allowed to show social media posts by Lola and video of her police interrogation to argue that she had pre-existing fixation on stabbing someone and showed no remorse after the fight. Lola held the pocket knife she used to stab Syanna behind her back in preparation for the fight, and it seems she intended on using it. On December 6, 2022, the jury reached a verdict. Lola Luna was sentenced to 14 years in prison for second-degree murder, but the case didn't end there. Lola filed an appeal, and her lawyers argued the jury heard a police interrogation that should have been excluded and did not get to hear important evidence supporting her self-defense claim. The Washington Supreme Court found that prosecutors had not proven Luna knowingly and intelligently waived her Miranda rights, especially given her age, limited experience with police, and condition after the fight. On October 30, 2025, the Washington Supreme Court vacated Lola Luna's conviction and sent the case back to Kitsap County Superior Court for further proceedings. Lola Luna was released weeks later, and there is no confirmation of a second trial taking place. Which brings the case back to a single question. Was this self-defense or something that could have been avoided entirely? Because according to the prosecution, this wasn't a situation Lola was forced into. She knew a fight was coming. She chose to go outside. She brought the pocket knife with her, and in doing so, placed herself directly in the path of danger. Both girls put themselves in the path of danger, but one left friends, family, a long life, and a small child behind, motherless, and the other lives free. Whether you believe Lola was guilty or not, this case is a reminder that even in the most emotional crimes, law enforcement and the courts still have to do their jobs the right way, or else a proper conviction cannot be made. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you for the next Crime Time.